Okay, students, we're going to go over this inscribed angles worksheet that's like yours, just different numbers. All right, the measure of angle QPS right here is 77. Well, we know that inscribed angle is half of its intercepted arc. The intercepted arc, therefore, connects those two. QRS, which is what it says right there, it's double that, so that'd be 154, which is why you see that right here. Arc RST, take that away. Arc RST right there, well, that would connect and make that inscribed angle right there. If arc RST is 126, then we know the measure of angle RNT is half of that, 63. Okay, remember inscribed angles, the vertex must be on the circle itself, cannot be inside. So these are not, that right there is not a inscribed angle. An inscribed angle, it's not on the circle. All right, number 6, coming across here. You should remember that inscribed quadrilaterals, inscribing again the vertices are on the circle itself. Opposite angles are supplementary. So angle 1 plus the 90 equals 180, so that makes angle 1 90 degrees. And then angle 2 plus angle 3 must add to 180. Okay, so that's the key thing to remember here. If arc CD is 39, then arc AD, so they want this arc, but we know this arc is 39. Well, notice that connects that one right there. We know this is 90 degrees right there. So then this whole arc CDA is 180. So since we want AD, we just subtract off the 39 from 180, as you see right there, and you get 141. Okay, if arc BA is 148, as you see here, then arc BC must be what? So we know what this is. Okay, well, notice what it's connected to, that inscribed angle, and that's 90 degrees. So this is 180. So 180 minus the 148 makes it 32 degrees for arc BC right there. Okay, very easy. All right, number 3. We should know that angle 2 is 90 degrees because it connects at the ends of the diameter. So we know a diameter makes right there 180 degrees right there. So half of 180 is 90 degrees. So we go ahead and then set angle 2, 3x minus 5, equal to 90 degrees. Add the 5 across is 95, and then divide by 3, and you get 95 thirds. Notice it doesn't ask for an approximate answer, so therefore it's an exact answer. Number 7. Okay. In terms of the numbered angles, arc QR, we want to find this QR. Well, we have that this whole thing would be 180, right? Well, I know arc RS is double the measure of angle 4. I know arc QR is double the measure of angle 3 right here. Okay, so the whole thing is 180. So I take the 180 minus 2 times the measure of angle 4 minus 2 times the measure of angle 3 gives me arc QR right there. So here's my answer. All right, if the measure of angle 2 is 75, as you see here in the purple, then find the measure of angle 1. Well, since we know, again, this is 90 degrees because it goes to the end of the diameter, which means it's half of that 180 right there, so it's 90. That means the other angle, these two angles right here, are complementary. So that makes angle 1 15 degrees. 75 plus 15 is 90. All right, then we have in arc ST, that's 15, then arc ST is double that because 15 is the inscribed angle of arc ST. So double that to get your 30. Okay, then if arc RST is 102, RST is 102. Okay, remember that's 30. So from 102 minus 30 is 72, which then that is created from angle 4. So angle 4 must be 36 then. Arc ST, where it was 30, okay. So now it wants to know what, and then this is 15. And then they want to know what's the measure of angles 1 plus 4. 36 and 15 is 51 right there. Okay. All right. Number 3. Measure of angle A is 130. Well, then we know C has to be 50. So inscribed quadrilateral, opposite angle supplementary. And measure of angle B is 119. 119 from 180 is 61. There you go. Nice and easy again. Number 8. Okay, tell me this is a isosceles. First off, I know it's 90. Since this is an isosceles right triangle, we know this is 45, and this is 45. Okay, so angle F equals 45 degrees. So we said equal to 45. Subtract the 5 across, that gives me 40. Divided by 2 gives me 20 for X. All right, number 4. Measure angle G is 90. We should already know that because it goes to the ends of a diameter. We've already done plenty of those right there, so it better be pounded in your head. That means you're going to see on the decast. Okay, this many of these. All right, measure of angle J. I should say that goes to the end of a diameter, so again, that has to be 90. Okay, nice and easy for those two. If the arc measure of JH is 49, then angle 1 has to be half of it, because that's the angle measure that that arc represents, so 24.5. So 24.5 here, and then don't forget we had 90 here. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is complementary, so 90 minus the 24.5 is 65.5. Okay, for angle 2. Then we have the measure of angle GFH, this angle, plus the measure of GHF, this angle. What do we know that those two have to add up to? Well, remember, don't forget that was 90 right there. And so these two add up to 90. Complementary. Okay. The measure of arc F8 or FJH right here. Okay. We know it's always say the measure of arc. I did angle. Arc FJH. You should know it's 180 degrees, half a circle. Okay. Right there. Number 9. Measure of angle AHB is 30. That means that's the central angle. That means its arc is also the central angle equals the arc measure. So that makes that 30, which makes this right down here 15. When we get to that, that's for this one right here. That's the inscribed angle, so it's half of its intercepted arc. We have this is 116 right here, and that's 30. So 130 and 30 and 116 is 146. Okay, which makes arc C right here. Notice there's another point. This is the arc C. It's the same thing as arc AK. Okay, all the way from A to K. So that would be 360 minus the 146, which gives you 214 right there. Okay, W, when you have a tangent to a circle, as we have right there, okay, tangent to a circle, it comes up with here, this is inscribed, it's like the inscribed angle, so it's half of its intercepted arc. The arc was 214, so half of that is 107. So now that also works for a tangent to it as well. Okay, we already did the 15 degrees right there. What's the ratio now of yeah, so what's the ratio of angle AKB, this one, to AHB, this one? Okay, well, remember, this one equals its arc. That's 30, so that's 30, and this one was 15. So from here to here is 1 to 2. You have to go in the order that it wants it from, there to there. Okay. Ratio of arc AB to angle BKA. That's now 2 to 1. 30 to 15 is 2 to 1. Okay. Over here, we did 4 already, 5. Again, we have inscribed quadrilaterals, so that's 90 right there. Measure of angle 2 is 119. Did I already do 5? Okay, 180 minus 119 is 61. I already did 5. Okay, last one here, number 11. Again, we have inscribed quadrilateral. Opposite angles are supplementary. They give you these conditions right here. Typed them in already from the givens right here. Okay, I typed all those in the purple here. And we know opposite angles are supplementary. So 3y plus 71 is 180. That's that one right there. These two put together. Solve it. And there's my exact answer right there. So 109 thirds, because it doesn't say to round it. And then the other pairing is 6x plus 58. Okay, 6x plus 58 is 180. That's this work right here. Subtract 58 from both sides, divide by 6, and you get 61 thirds for your exact answer. I just put the approximate answer in there, but it didn't ask for it. Okay. If it just says solve for x and y, it's always the opposite. Here's a reminder that inscribed quadrilaterals, the opposite angles are supplementary. Okay, so that will answer anything you need for the front page of your worksheet in the back. Covers all the different types of problems.